you going? Karen Fidden here, musculoskeletal physiotherapist and the director of Online Physio. So in our last video, we were talking about how we start our subjective assessments for our patients in Online Physio, because we have a lot of health professionals ask us how we actually do these consultations online. Traditionally, people have thought of teleconsults as just a video-to-video version of a face-to-face consultation. That's not the case. Technology allows us to do so much more than that and make it a much better experience for our patients. So in the last video, we talked about how we get started with our subjective assessment, and we got to the point where that's been sent through to us. Once the physio has been assigned to the patient, they will then see if there's any further subjective questions that need answering at that point. So if there's any sort of holes or any answers that prompted further questions or any answers that didn't have enough information, the experienced clinical brain will pick up on those holes and ask for that extra information. The next step from there is to send the patient through a link to a series of basic objective assessment tests. Now, this isn't exhaustive. It is body part specific, and there are many warnings built into it in terms of people only going at their own pace and doing the assessment moves that they're most comfortable with. If they don't want to do any movement or anything gives them pain, we obviously make it very clear in the wording that they don't need to do those tests, and they can just send, the fact that they didn't do them through to us. But basically what this is, basic active range of movement for different, depending on the body part. We have images and videos to show people what we want them to do, what we want them to test on themselves. Now, not only are they then assessing themselves, but they're giving themselves reassessment tools as well. So if something they're not able to do too well, rather than us doing a test on them in a face-to-face setting, disempowering them, they're now empowered with the tools to assess themselves so that they can see how they're progressing down the track. So they'll go through those series of moves. There can be written feedback if they want to, or they can simply photograph or video themselves doing the different assessment movements. So many different ways depending on what they're most comfortable with. Again, there are opportunities for uploads of images, of videos, of extra information, extra text box, so they can, if they feel there's any extra information we need, they can put them in there as well. Once they've completed those range of tests, they send them through to us, and again, we get to populate our clinical brain with that extra information. This means that coming into the video call, we already have a really great base of information, taking the pressure off the video call, which we'll talk about in the next video. I'll see you next time.